All right, camera is rolling.
You are gonna bust your ass. I'm gonna attempt to do the triple somersault. Across the mattress couch, land perfectly into the lawnmower seat.
Into the lawnmower seat.
Y'all ready?
Which needs to be kind of scooted back a little bit.
Just a little bit. Y'all ready?
Let me sit there.
Alright.
There we go.
Right.
There we go.
Alright, now don't blink. Here it goes. Make sure you hit that button off. Ready? Y'all see that? It was so fast I almost didn't see it myself.
I need a slow-mo on my camera, man.
Well, I told you it was gonna be quick.
That right there was amazing, y'all. Sorry, my little Samsung camera here, Galaxy S, didn't quite capture the full feet, but we got the beginning and the landing, and it was perfect. The judges score a perfect 10.
Every time, never fail.
Even the ducks are laughing. Well, howdy y'all, this is amateur artist Mark D. Chandler once again from Man Land, and I'm working on a Saturday, and on my lunch break, well, I had to go to a Walmart, and you know how it is when you go to Walmart, you just like looking around. Well, I can't help but go to the camping section, and let me show you what I did pick up on a Saturday lunchtime break purchase at Walmart. I think it's a good deal. However, well, we'll let you be the judge of that. What we got right here is the Ozark Trail 8-inch cast iron skillet there on the shelf. Let me show you the handle and everything in there. I'm trying to zoom back. Ain't got that wide angle zoom on my cell phone, of course. Yep, that right there was a pretty good purchase. Cost me a grand well, let's say it's $4.82. And don't know what the tax on that is. I didn't calculate it. And I had just enough pocket change to pay for it all. Yeah, I had a pocket full of change. Had to get rid of it. Let's take a look at this here Ozark Trail's 8-inch cast iron skillet. Now, first of all, let me say I am proud to own, finally, another piece of cast iron. My very first one in a very long time. And it was Bill Gowdy that inspired me to go back to cast iron, along with several other people. Trevor Fillmore is one, and of course Jiu-Jitsu 2000. Those three right there off the bat. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Cheesehead Chris featured some cast iron there on his channel as well. Now, I love cooking with cast iron. However, this is the Ozark Trails brand. I'm going to let y'all take a look at all the details on there as much as I can. Pause and read if you need to. But now, this was the only 8-inch skillet they had there on the shelf. Okay, now understand that this is the last one left, and since I had enough pocket change to get it, I decided to go ahead and grab it. But I want to show you something about cast iron. It is pre-seasoned. However, you can see right now in this area here, all the way around, this is not a smooth surface. This is really, really rough, and it's going to take a lot of cooking and a lot of seasoning and probably some sandpaper to get that thing smooth. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because right now, even though it's so-called pre-seasoned, if you were to drop an egg in there and try to fry it, well, you're going to have some sticking action, some really bad sticking action. Now, let me flip this puppy over. Now, it's got the Ozark Trails logo on the back, which is what I like. It's imprinted in there, so it's definitely an Ozark Trails, you know, no doubt. Here it says, and this is upside down, but it says made in China. Let me flip this up. China, and that it's a number 3. Well, I guess that's supposed to be an 8, and it looks more like an 8 now that I tilt it, because this is an 8-inch, but it looks like a 3 when I tilt it that way. So is it a number 3 skillet, or is it actually a so-called 8-inch skillet, depending on how you look at it? Little imperfections there, but the back side of the skillet is actually smooth, or smoother, I should say. But I did notice some things. Right here, on this side, we've got some pits right off the bat, straight from the manufacturer. We've got pits. Now this will seal up with use. You know how it is when you build up that good black coating, and some people find it annoying, but it's actually very, very useful. That's going to fill those up, and that right there would never ever cause a problem. But it is pitted compared to the rest of the skillet, which is almost perfectly uniform all the way around. But going back to the inside, I'm trying to get it to where the sunlight highlights those pits. Now, I mean those raised edges. I'm gonna put it that way. The rough surface. So I get to focus on my finger. Looks like little peaks, and that's really, really rough. That's like sandpaper. And that right there is going to be some work to get done. Now, I'm not complaining at all. I don't know anything about the Ozark product when it comes to their cast iron. I'm used to Lodge. I'm used to a lot of other cast iron, but I don't own any now. For one reason or another, a long time ago I had to get rid of them. But I'm getting back into the cast iron. I figured Ozark Trail, I like their products for the most part. I'm not really impressed right now with this first impression on this here 8-inch cast iron skillet because of the way it's made, but I think that I can make it work, and you're going to see this in a lot of my videos, hopefully, as I do. It's the perfect size. However, I will say this: in a perfect size skillet, I don't know what that right there measures. I'm going to say about close to 2 inches on the raised edge. Makes it very difficult to get your spatula in there to flip your eggs, or if you're doing any type of, say, sausage or anything, it makes it a little bit difficult. I mean, that's a real deep pocket. I like my skillets to be raised about 1 inch or so, and then beveled out, of course, a little taper to it. But it will allow me, this right here, what I consider is a deep fry skillet. So it's a good general all-round type of camping skillet that can deep fry, you can pan fry, do your pancakes in there, but you have to have a special spatula, one that you're used to be able to dig in and grab whatever it is you're trying to flip. Now, most of you probably already know that, but for those of you who don't, well, I just had to mention that. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, you will see me using this cast iron skillet here very shortly. Amateur artist Mark D. Chandler, once again from Manland, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And remember this: Ozark Trail's 8-inch cast iron skillet, you may think it's kind of cheap, but people like me on a budget, we sure don't mind.